Dominique.
I know exactly what you're thinking. I do this every day.
That's a lot of stairs.
Come on in. Welcome.
Thanks. So, I'm here to ask you 73 questions today.
Let's see if I can get through it.
What were you doing before I came by?
Swiffer dusting. This place gets like so damn dusty. You gotta clean it every day.
Are you here often, being a travel vlogger?
Most of the time I'm not, but I've learned about myself that even when I'm in Paris, I much rather prefer like being out in the city.
So tell me, why did you move to Paris?
I moved to Paris because I was like, yo, I'm gonna live 100 years on Earth. Like, it might as well be pretty.
And since you're American, what do you miss about America when you're in France?
The easygoingness, like, of strangers. Like, you could just strike up a conversation with anyone there, and people are, like, receptive.
What do you miss about Paris when you're in America?
Like, everything. I'm so triggered by any reference about Paris. I love the wine, I love the cutie McDuties, the architecture.
What's the biggest misconception people have about Paris?
You're probably spot on. Like, there are no misconceptions. No, I think it's that we all think that they're so rude, and it's like, maybe to our culture they are, but to them and their culture, like, they're not even being rude.
What's the biggest difference between American and French humor?
Americans are a lot more playful. Like, I could easily tease a random stranger that I don't know on the street, and they'd be like, have a nice day. Here, like, you cannot do that. They'd be like, ouais, on se tutoie maintenant, on se connaît, je savais pas, and it would just go wrong.
Wait, are those paintings over there?
Okay, so this is what I'm talking about, you guys. Like, this is the kind of stuff that just, like, Paris makes you do. I'm not a painter, but, like...
Impressive.
Yes.
And that photo that fell down behind you, who is that?
Okay. This is, like, one of the friends I've known the longest. That's my girl, Dominique. Met her in college in New York.
Cute. And those books up there, what book aisle could we find you in?
Oh, yes. So you could probably find me in consciousness, awareness, self-help, personal development, new age, spiritual, like anything with the mind.
Could you read a little passage for us?
Yeah, let me see. Okay, this one, I'm telling you, like, cheesy title, I know. Love is letting go of fear, but like, I am never upset for the reason I think. Are you? No?
Deep. If you could recommend everybody to read one book, what would it be?
Probably A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle.
How comes?
Most of his fame comes from his other book, The Power of Now, but like, I'm telling you, this is the one that makes you realize that your mind is divided into the self and the ego, and it's like, everything that's trying to sabotage you in life is the ego, and yourself is the one who's like, love, friendship, happiness.
Wow. Do you have any kind of motto or mantra that you live by?
Oh my god, I have so many. Shut up and go. You'll never know if you never go. Challenge the status quo. There's so many.
And what's a topic you could spend hours upon hours talking about?
Well, linguistics, philosophy, design, love.
And this is a big orange sofa over here, huh?
This is a really big sofa. I got it because it reminded me of Central Perk, like that big ass orange sofa in Friends. Love that show.
Where did you get it from?
I got it from this thrift store named Emmaus, which is why I'm like not scared of doing this, and also why it's like completely run down.
Do you ever sleep on this?
I've slept on this many times. I'm like that kind of dude who could fall asleep anywhere. In fact, if like my future boyfriend, husband's ever like, oh, you can go sleep on the couch tonight, I'd be like, tonight? Can I keep sleeping on the couch?
It matches your orange mirror over here quite nicely. Where did you get that?
This is my little orange mirror. This is from my Airbnb trash can.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, I got this from my Airbnb trash can. There was a time in my life last year when I was living out of Airbnbs, and then the governments were like, oh, where's your address on file? And I'm like, well, I don't have one. They're like, well, you need one. I'm like, no, I don't. They're like, yeah, you do.
Speaking of travel, favorite place to visit in the world?
It was Paris till I came here. Now it's like London or Brazil.
Where's the highest concentration of cutie McDuties in the world?
Gosh, like a cafe in Denmark, a rave in Paris, a beach in Brazil.
How do you define a cutie McDuty?
Like, you can't. Like, don't try. Cutie McDuty's either a cutie McDuty or they're like a cutie McNaughty.
What country have you never been to but you're dying to see?
Yo, I've been to 2 countries in Africa, and I need to just like explore so much more of that continent.
And is that a language book down there I see?
Okay, yeah, this is the thing. My French is at a complete plateau. It's advanced, it's fluent, but it's still plateauing, so I put it there because I'm like, oh, maybe I'll like study, but I don't.
What languages could you have a conversation in?
Oh, I could hit you with French, Portuguese, Spanish, and I'm like working on my English these days.
What language do you want to learn next?
I'm playing around so hard, but I could learn German. Like, I'm probably B1.
Out of all the languages you know, which one is your favorite?
Like, dirt! French. Like, I love French.
What's your favorite French insult?
Okay, it's not my favorite. It's like the one that pisses me off, but I guess it works because it gets to me. It's when they go, oh la la, oh, oh. And I'm like, do not speak with that tone ever again.
Sounds kind of mean.
Yes.
And the sexiest language then?
Like, is that even a question? Like French, I'm telling you. Like, you ain't had sex? So you had sex in French? What? I think it's getting hot in here. Let me open this window.
I'm gonna get some fresh air over here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's quite a squeeze. Just get through here. Oh.
Did you make it?
Just about. So, what dating advice would you give to anyone who's single right now?
I would say, like, be single. Like, be single. And also, do the things you like to do in life, and then you'll, like, naturally gravitate towards people that you would probably fall in love with.
What was the last date you went on?
All right, there's a cafe down the street where I got a Prosecco with a dude, but I cannot go back there anymore. So it's kind of loud out here. Let's go back inside.
Yeah, good idea.
Wait, I think somebody's, like, yelling something.
Oh, really? Was it good?
Huh?
The date, was it good?
No, it was boring as fuck.
Oh, okay.
Yo, I'm telling you, this is the kind of stuff that just, like, happens to me in Paris. This is why I wanted to move here.
What's the most embarrassing moment you've had on a date?
Like, which moment? This happens all the time. Probably, like, any Dating with Damon episode. Mm-hmm.
Worst moment on a date?
Again, like, which one? This happens all the time. Is it me? It must be me. Like, any Dating with Damon episode. Again.
Favorite chat-up line?
I just really like when people ask, what do you do besides work? Because we all spend so much time working, but, like, there's got to be more to life.
Most important quality in a partner, intelligence or humor?
I would say humor. Like, you can teach someone to be smart, but, like, I don't know if you could teach someone to be funny.
So, you walk into the restaurant and your date is a catfish. What do you do?
So this happened. No, I'm playing. I would still go up to them and be like, oh, so do you think that this is okay to treat people like this? And then I'd still probably get a drink with them.
Right. So what's one thing that would make you walk out of a date then?
Anytime anyone's trying to, like, flex too hard, like, being like, oh, this is my Gucci and yeah, my Lamborghini's outside, I'd be like, is that what matters to you? Come on.
What's one thing that you won't compromise on in love?
Ambition, like, in myself at least. Like, I don't think anyone should sacrifice their ambition for anyone else. That you should just line up with the people who are, like, in your path, I think.
I like that.
Damn, this is dirty. I'm telling you, like, I just cleaned.
If you couldn't be Damon Dominique, who would you want to be?
Probably, like, Chelsea Handler. I like that she's so bold. Like, I love that she's just, like, so honest. Like, I love honest people.
Nice. And what's the most creative pronunciation of your name you've ever heard?
People are always calling me Damon, like with a D. Like, I'm like almond, but I'm like, where'd you get the D from?
How would you describe yourself in 2 words?
2 words?
Yes.
I'm pretty, like, free. Like, I think, like, I'm pretty free from society's rules, or even, like, my own narrative that I've created for myself. I'm pretty, like, let's go. Diplomatic also. Like, I don't want to fight with anybody. I just want to be good.
What is something that recently moved you?
I get, like, oddly emotional every time I'm watching, like, TV or listening to sad music. But I just love when people say, like, wow, that means a lot that you did this for me or something. It's beautiful.
Something that recently made you laugh?
Like, did we have to ask this question? Like, this. This was my own doing. This is my hair.
Can I see it from this side?
Yeah, here. I know you want to get a good look.
Lovely. I really like it.
Thanks.
It's really good.
I know, I thought it looked good.
So seeing as you don't want to be remembered for your haircut, what do you want to be remembered for?
I think, like, just challenging everything that was already given or provided for us or thought out before we were even born. Like, challenging the status quo.
What would you say to your 15-year-old self?
I would say, like, yo, like, you know exactly what you want to do. This is to all 15-year-olds. Like, you know exactly what you want to do, but you're kind of like, oh, maybe I should listen to this person and that person. Like, that's all secondary. I would say listen to your inner voice first.
What's the best advice you've ever been given?
Best advice? The French teacher at my high school, I didn't take French in high school, but she was like, Damon, you know you want to go to New York City for college, so if you don't go, you'll always wonder what if, so you have to go. I was like, damn, Leonard.
Some advice you're glad that you ignored.
People always say, if you want to travel the world, just get a nice paying job and then you can use the money to travel. And it's like, I can have the money, but I won't have the vacation time.
Right.
Yeah.
I know I'm asking you a lot of questions here,
Yeah.
but what's a question that you detest being asked?
You still in love with your ex? Like, because I have a nice relationship with him?
Is that him over there?
Where? Oh, here?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Like, it's just his, like, 21st birthday. No, I'm playing. It does, strangely look a lot like him, though.
Right. So anyway, this wardrobe. Can we take a look inside?
Yeah. Here we are.
How would you describe your style?
I would say, like, workman wear, but with, like, a fancy twist. Like, these are fancy pants, but then we got the, like, oversized painter shirt and the fisherman hat. Yeah.
What stores do you shop at?
It's all thrift. Like, that's why it stinks now. I'm playing. It's all thrift stores, everything that I own.
What is the most overworn item in your wardrobe?
Ding, ding, ding. Like, can you tell what I wear too much? You can by the pit stains. All these, like, white button-ups.
And what item of clothing do you wear when you want to catch someone's eye?
Oh, nothing. No, I'm fine. I would wear, like, a navy blue button-down or, like, a v-neck, because I be looking fly. Because I'm I'm flying high. Ain't no time to talk, just high and by.
Are those Nicki Minaj lyrics?
Like, I won't recite anybody else.
Your rapping is pretty smooth.
All right, now.
Can you do an improv rap for us on the spot?
Don't ask me that. 73 questions. This is 58. 15 more to go. Is that all right for you, mate? Damn, that was not bad.
I like the British accent. What's the one song that you listen to before a night out?
Like anything Azealia Banks. She's just completely in her own lane musically.
Favorite lyrics from any song ever?
Jeez, Nicki has so many, like, life is a movie, but there'll never be a sequel. Or Drake, everybody dies, but not everybody lives.
Damn.
Telling you.
Speaking about living, how did you make a living before YouTube?
I worked at the front desk of a hostel. I delivered groceries. I was a TV extra. I did everything to, like, make this work.
What's the worst job you've ever had?
Okay, catering was one of my favorite jobs, but I had this boss, yo, he treated us like junk. And I was like, you're not going to talk to us like that. And he was like, okay, so you're not going to come back to work. And I was like, oh, great. Like, I don't want to work for you. Yeah, I think I got fired.
Good thing you're doing YouTube now then. If you weren't doing this, what do you think you'd be doing with your life?
That's the thing. It's like I was doing this before, like I was making videos for fun, even before you could make money off of them. So I think I'd still be making videos or movies or something.
What's the hardest part of being a YouTuber?
I think it's the entitlement. Like, it's entitlement from a good place, though. Like, people find your channel from a French video, and then they're like, I want more French videos. But then the other people are like, I found your channel from your comedy. I want more comedic videos. And you're like, how do I give everyone what they want? So.
Do you like to call yourself a YouTuber?
Like, I don't know what to call myself, and I've been doing it for 5 years. Like, I don't know what to call myself.
What's a crucial aspect to your creative process?
Do not disturb. I truly think everyone's creative and imaginative. It's just some are better at, like, having discipline to, like, allow themselves the time to create. It takes time.
Well, now it's time for a quick round of questions.
Go! I do have a lot of energy, by the way. Like, as if I need another cup of coffee.
You're ready then.
Yes.
What's your guilty pleasure?
Coffee. Espresso.
What's your favorite dessert?
Like coffee. Everyone's always like, let's get a pastry, you're a brownie. And I'm just like, I'll take the espresso again.
Sweet or salty?
Coffee. Like anything that's bitter. Coffee. Wine. I got kombucha in the fridge.
Are you a texter or a caller?
Yo, I'm like, do not text me. I want to find a service where I could, like, take texting off my phone. Like, I'm so much more of a caller. I just want to hear your pretty voice.
Who was the last person that called you?
I think it was my dad, and he was like, "Oh, son, the next time you're in Indiana, I got this Jeep that you can drive now. I love this thing." I'm like, I don't really like cars that much.
Big party or small gathering?
I like both. I just like people. But probably like a big party. I like listening to my music. I like talking to people, making laughs. In fact, like, I think there's some people coming over tonight, and I gotta get this thing going. So.
Oh, cool. Can I join?
Yeah. What? Yeah. Oh, they needed you downstairs. I think they'll talk. Yeah, they'll just like.
Okay, but I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I can't wait for that party later.